called strike one. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Price into his motion. 0-2 on its way. And another foul ball. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike three called anyway, and that's out number one. So now let's take a look at Joe Girardi's lineup for the visiting Yankees. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
I think you're going to have to try to get on the board early and then don't let your foot off the gas. You've got to keep pressure on this club to not let them back in a ball game.
Into the box, Brett Gardner. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. The rain, as we've mentioned, coming down fairly steadily here at game time. EK, how'd you like playing in the rain?
It wasn't that bad. The only problem, sometimes up at the plate, batting gloves would get wet while it was raining. It made it a little difficult to hit.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball snaps in there for a called strike two.
So tough to hang in there on that pitch, but you got to do it. You can't give up that inside corner, or this guy will eat you alive.
Tries to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now.
Well, I'd be surprised if they go back to the curve again on 2-2. He's had a couple of pretty good looks at it at the plate.
And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
You worry a little about things snowballing from here?
Well, you know, these are two teams that don't traditionally care for each other too much, so we've seen this go south before.
Oh, and this just comes off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field as the Yankees will grab a 1-0 lead.
I'll tell you what, there is no better feeling for a hitter after being backed off the plate than to turn around and do this on the next pitch. That is just the ultimate. You think you can intimidate me? Think again.
Stepping in now, Alex Rodriguez, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. 413 feet, the estimate on that last home run. Bases are empty, one man out. Skied into very shallow right. Castillo is under it. 2 down. And with that, let's take a look at the Red Sox on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Yeah, Matty. Dustin Pedroia, for me, one of the best second basemen in all of baseball. Real grinder. Won multiple Gold Glove awards. One of the best hitting second basemen as well. He's a perennial all-star. Just one of the best all-around players in the game.
Mark Teixeira is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Yeah, guys, he's a very solid umpire. Well respected for the strike zone he calls and the consistency he brings to the job.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. And Teixeira able to lay off again as they don't want to give in. It's 3-1. And Teixeira wisely lays off that one as it misses for ball four.
Well, he's allowed one home run in the inning already. Maybe he's just a little gun shy out there. It did not look like he wanted any part of that guy on 3-1, and he winds up putting him on.
Carlos Beltran is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
The 0-1. Smoked on the ground.
Wow, my God, go.
Dive, and he knocks it down. And a good effort here. He's well safe at first, and there are 2 on and 2 out now.
Batting check, the catcher, number 34, Brian McCann.
Into the box now, Brian McCann. He'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch coming, here it is. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Now here's a spot with a run home already. That looks nice on the scoreboard. But if you could put up a 2 or even a 3 spot here in the first, that could really go a long way against a guy like this.
That evens it up 1-1. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. He ties him up with a fastball inside, 1-2.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He can go just about anywhere from here.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Moving under it, Betts. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Yankees are off and running early thanks to the solo home run. On to the bottom of the first from Fenway. Masahiro Tanaka, the right-hander from Japan, will get the starting assignment in this one. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, when you talk about starting pitchers, he's one of the most consistent there is in the game. He's got a career ERA in the low 3s. I expect him to throw a good ball game here in this one.
Mookie Betts comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Mookie Betts.
Swung right over the splitter there, 0-1.
Check.
And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball, 1-1. Smoke toward third. On to first by Headley, and there's out number 1. Now a chance here from Fenway to take a look at John Farrell's starting lineup card. Who do you have your eye on, EK?
You know, I'm really excited to have the chance to watch Xander Bogaerts do his thing. He works hard at his craft, and he really knows what works for him at the plate.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone, and that'll bring up the former MVP second baseman Dustin Pedroia.
What?
Swung on and chopped up the middle. Gregorius is there. Throw on to first. He'll take care of Pedroia, and there are 2 away. And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at the Yankees defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, having Brian McCann behind the plate is something every pitching staff would appreciate. Great at pitch framing, blocking skills are as good as any. He saves runs by giving up his body, and he gets his pitchers a lot of strikes by being fluid back there with the glove.
Voila!
And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
And even if this doesn't lead to a run, it's important not to let this guy get out there and skate through the first inning, throwing as few pitches as he has. Nothing else, maybe you force him to throw another, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 pitches to the next hitter.
David Ortiz will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
That 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
First offering on its way. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one. Here's the 0-1. Now a pitch swung on and missed as the count goes to 0-2 to Ortiz.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. One hit, one left. On to the second inning now from Fenway Park. It's the Yankees 1 and the Red Sox nothing. Chase Headley makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
Chase Headley.
Price sets his sights. Here comes the first pitch. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one.
Yeah, showing no fear there. He put the pitch right at the letters away, but that guy didn't want any part of it.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Here's the 1-1 delivery. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Back goes Betts. Gone! Chase Headley with a solo shot. And this is now a 2-0 lead for the Yankees.
I don't think this is the way he wanted this afternoon to start. That's 2 home runs he's given up now. 1 in each of the first 2 innings. He's got to be able to keep the ball in the park going forward, or else this game's going to get a lot worse than 2-0.
Starlin Castro is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. That last home run, officially 406 feet. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
Yeah, a couple of mid-90s fastballs, and he hasn't been close on either one of them.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
More often than not, when you're going to throw that changeup 0-2, you don't even want it to be in the strike zone. You're hoping to see a guy go snorkeling for something, but you're going to see right here that this one's right on the corner, and he couldn't do anything with it if he wanted to.
Here's Didi Gregorius. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. And that will hop over the wall now as he'll be awarded second base here. It's a ground rule double.
Yeah, he gives this one a pretty good ride that time. No chance to get a glove on this one. You see it hop over the wall into the bullpen for a ground rule double.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. And some action now in the Boston bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And this is lined right back up the middle. And that is through into center field, a base hit. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Boy, I'll tell you, these are the scary ones for a pitcher. This is going to give you a pretty good angle right here because this ball is hit so hard, and it's just about right at him. I mean, there's no time to do anything out there. And he's pretty lucky that one didn't get him because he would have taken his head off.
Here's Brett Gardner now. Into the seats, 0-1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
And here you've got good speed on base and at the plate. So on a ground ball, it's not a foregone conclusion you're going to get an out anywhere.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. And that misses 2-2.
I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Tapped out in front of home. Gonna be a tough play. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
先抓一个。
Now batting, designated hitter, Alex.
So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone. And set to stand in the still very imposing figure of the 3-time MVP, Alex Rodriguez. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
And now here, 1-2. This is where you need your best pitch. You've got to strand that runner out there at second base and keep the deficit just at 3.
Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And that misses. So the count goes full to A-Rod now. 3-2. A lot of deep counts for these guys early on.
And the more the better as far as they're concerned. They'd like to get him out of here as quick as they can.
And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
And that's not the first time he's had the bat taken out of his hands. You see right there, a lot of pitchers just said, hey, with an open base, forget about it. I'm going to let the next guy try to beat me.
And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Here's the first baseman, Mark Teixeira now, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1.
And that's what he needed here with 2 outs. He couldn't afford to fall behind another guy here in the inning, so that's a good job to jump in that driver's seat with strike 1.
And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
Boy, he's in trouble enough already, and a wild pitch would only make things worse.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, and a couple of men left. On now to the bottom of the second. The Yankees lead this one 3-0. Hanley Ramirez will lead things off here as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 due up to start the home second. Into the windup and the pitch. Scorched to third.
怎么都打去那边。
He's retired here, 1 away.
Batting 6th, third baseman.
Stepping in, Pablo Sandoval, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
You know, he's just flat out a better hitter from the left side. He's a switch hitter, but it's no secret. This is his favorite side to hit from.
And he'll start him with a slider that's taken down and away for ball one.
Yeah, when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Tap fouled at home plate.
又是声卡。
And this ball runs away for ball two. 2-1. The catcher wanted it down, and they got him to chase it for strike two.
Yeah, that's where you need to be selective. That was a pitcher's pitch, and now you give that advantage right back.
Ball three. 3-2 now. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Fights off another pitch and hits it foul right at the plate. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. Around first, heading for second now. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a one-out double.
Batting seventh. Right
Not a bad
fielder.
pitch that time. You'll get another look at it here. He just goes down and hooks it right down the line. As a pitcher, not much you can do about that one.
Rusney Castillo will get his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
And for as bad as he missed that pitch, you can bet we're going to see that again before this at-bat's over.
And he misses with it, 1-1. One out and a runner on second base. And here's one that misses as the count moves to 2-1 on the Boston right fielder.
In the
dirt here.
放心放心，我不会跑的，哦，他跑太慢了，我不让他跑。
No advance. Inside as he nearly got him, and it's ball 4.
Batting 8. Catcher. Number
Settling in now, Blake Swihart. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
And now he's hitting left-handed where he's a lot more comfortable over his career. Tends to make better contact from the left side, so I think he's happy to be over there.
From the stretch. And this one's in the dirt. But fortunately here, no advance. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate.
You got to figure we'll start seeing a pretty heavy dose of that splitter. This is a situation that absolutely calls for it.
1-1 pitch is a splitter, cold, strike 2.
Now you got to beware of that sinker. I mean, he'd take a strikeout right now, but I think he still just wants this guy to hit the ball on the ground.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
Yeah, not a real good job of pitch recognition there. I mean, this ball was going to be in on his hands to begin with. I don't know quite what he saw that made him want to swing at that thing, but it just completely locked him up there.
Here's Jackie Bradley now. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while. And when he does, you can forget it.
Set to deliver on 2-1.
Back
up the middle, and that'll get by into center field for a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
When that sinker's up, it flattens out. It becomes a very hittable pitch, and he squares this one up and rips it into center field.
好，给个机会，给个安打。
Here's Mookie Betts.
我就栽。
Slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning.
好了，就这里了。
Off the plate.
靠，一左一右呢，我怎么受得了？
Good look right there. Already 33 pitches now through an inning and 2/3. That's an awfully high number this early.
上面吧。
Swinging bunt out in front of the plate. He's got to hurry, and the throw to first will be in time, so the Red Sox come up empty, and the inning is over. Red Sox leave them loaded, still down 3-0. Carlos Beltran is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Back to work now is Price as he gets ahead to start the inning. It's strike one.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Too high. 1-2.
And now on 1-2, this might be a spot where that high fastball was just a setup so that he could come back with that big curve.
And Beltran able to lay off that time, and the count moves back to 2-2.
94 on the outer edge. Can't help but take that.
Price gets his sign. He'll try to put him away here on 2-2. Now Price misses here on 2-2, and he runs it full. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, he had him in good position here. 0-2 to start the inning. He just can't seem to finish him off.
Slapped hard the opposite way, but this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Yeah, you really can't take anything for granted out there when you're playing in the rain. You got to worry about your footing. You got to worry about raindrops getting in your eyes. You got to make sure you're in the right position. But in the end, he is right there to make the play.
Brian McCann comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Calling for it. Sandoval. And that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, third baseman
Chase Headley stands in again. He got a
这应该是会是一个轻松的一局。
in his first plate appearance.
Well, that was a fastball that he hit then, so we'll see if they go after him with hard stuff
嘿
again.
嘿嘿
And he
嘿
lays off
嘿。
there 1-0.
Well, we've mentioned it already, but look at the pitch count here in the 3rd inning. He's almost completely out of gas already.
That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. The 1-2 pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. There to pull it in is Bradley. He does, and that'll end the inning. 1 1-2-3 go the Bombers, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Dustin Pedroia digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Second baseman, Dustin Pedroia.
In there at the knees as he offers a strike to the leadoff man, 0-1. And a swing and a miss that time by Pedroia as he finds himself in an 0-2 hole now.
Down 0-2 after 2 great sliders. He's got his work cut out for him now.
And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
Well, you know, when you get 2 strikes on you, you go into that protection mode up there at the plate. Let's see where this pitch winds up. Oh, yeah, that thing's nowhere near the strike zone, and that's a good job of making a guy go fishing for something he didn't really want to hit.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there. A ball and a strike. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on the splitter, and it's 1-2. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. McCann corrals it, and he makes the throw to first. Bogaerts is retired, 2 down now. David Ortiz stands in, looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here, with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. And a high strike there. And even
though that's a tough one to get on top of, I think he'd say he got away with one right there.
That's in
too good a location when the matchup's not in your favor.
Off the plate and in, it's a ball and a strike.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but you know, he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, and on 2-1 right now, you gotta figure this guy's wound up for the fastball here. Maybe you come with the breaking ball here out of the zone and hope he goes after it.
Swung out and missed, and it's even at 2-2.
And this is a guy who will not get cheated up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that one.
And a good battle brewing as Ortiz lays off. It's full 3-2. What's the call here?
I still don't think I throw him a strike. There's a good chance that he's going to be chasing something, expand the zone, so you make him show you that he can hold back.
Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Hey, you know what? That's all right. He gave him a pretty good battle up there, and he never gave in to him. A walk you can work around. A home run, you can't.
Hanley Ramirez will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk.
Yeah, nothing going on earlier in this inning, but a chance to make some noise right here. Those kind of walks often seem to come back and bite guys somehow.
Set to deliver the 0-1. And Ramirez can't get that one as he swings and misses for strike 2.
That splitter, it's only coming in around 86, but it's really falling through the zone.
And Ramirez able to hold off on that one, but he still trails in the count. It's 1-2.
Pretty good discipline right there with 2 strikes. That's a tough sweeping slider, difficult to lay off, but he did it. Fly ball out to right field. Beltran has it in his tracks, and that retires the side. Red Sox leave 1. They trail in this one 3-0.
Starlin Castro is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
Second baseman.
Price is ready. First pitch on the way. Sends that one out of play for strike one. The windup and the 0-1. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. A lot of balls down in the zone in the last inning or so.
And I think that's in response to getting bit by those 2 home run balls. He might be a little leery of challenging guys right now, and I don't blame him. Keep it down there.
Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Now Price misses here on 2-2, and he runs it full. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And this is a nice job so far out of that number 8 hole. Taking some pitches, trying to get on, leading off the inning.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Pitch is popped up. Bogarts is there for it. He's got it 1 away.
Up next for the Yankees, shortstop, Didi
Gregorius strides in here. He scored a run after doubling to get on base in his first at-bat.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
On to first, and the Price is right here, 2 away.
Now batting, center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in Jacoby Ellsbury. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. And that last pitch from Price was number 73 in the ballgame. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Hit on the ground to short. Bogarts has it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They lead it 3-0. Leading off the inning, Pablo Sandoval, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. One is a splitter that misses for the first ball. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Chopped in front of home plate. McCann gonna have to hurry. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
靠，瞧不起胖子哦，投那么慢。
Now batting, right fielder,
Rusney Castillo will stand in. He drew base on balls his first time. First delivery to him on the way. And this pitch is right down the middle, strike 1. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Look into McCann, the 1-1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
不好打
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And the throw is made to record the second out of the inning.
Now batting, number 23.
Oh, this one could have been trouble. But that's a nice play behind the plate to clear himself of the runner and then make a good throw on to first base to get the put out.
Standing in now, Blake Swihart. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. And a check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
A good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. And now, I might anticipate another slider down in the zone. Maybe even in the dirt.
Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Chop foul right at home plate. Ready on 1-2. Toward the gap. Right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first.
And I think he finally just got to the point on the mound where he said, listen, my arm's had enough of this at-bat. You can just have the base hit. Just quit fouling off all of my pitches.
Jackie Bradley Jr. will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
This guy has been amazing. He's thrown a first pitch strike to around 80% of the batters he faced. And we're in the middle innings now, so you know he's doing well.
Throw on to Teixeira is going to be in time, and with it, the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We played 4 full. Brett Gardner heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one. Here comes the first pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Now batting.
So 1 away here with the bases empty. And that'll bring the dangerous Alex Rodriguez to the plate. Carson Smith is going to take over here in inning number 5 as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. So the base is empty here with 1 away, and set to stand in the still very imposing figure of the 3-time MVP Alex Rodriguez. First pitch of the at-bat. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1.
That rain is really coming down now. That's as hard as it's been all afternoon.
And now the Red Sox will get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. The 1-0 delivery. In for a strike, it's 1-1. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Grounded to third. There's Sandoval. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The first baseman, number 25, Mark Teixeira.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and standing in the danger is first baseman Mark Teixeira. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Castillo moves over.
OK，
Trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers, but they lead it 3-0. Mookie Betts will stand in to start things off, as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just 1 hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
Oh, he looks like he's swinging a garden hose
这种
out
球我
here
在
as this
打
is cut on and missed for strike 1.
Yeah, he
对
really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off in that bat.
Ground ball sent back up the middle, and this will continue on untouched into center field. Just went right past him.
He tries to run this splitter in there about thigh high, but he does a good job of generating that bat through the zone quickly, and the result, a solid single.
Here's the second baseman now, Dustin Pedroia. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1.
And you know, whenever he's been in trouble on the mound, he's found a way to turn things around, and that's a good job to start this guy with strike 1.
And here's one that misses to Pedroia, and the count evens at 1-1. Runner goes for second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
And we'll give you an isolation look at this one from our camera down in the third base well. You'll see he's not looking back. This is a straight steal, and he's into second with no one out.
Breaking ball misses the corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. High in the air out to center field. Ellsbury is under it.
哇，太近了，
1 down.
没有要跑啦，紧张。
The shortstop,
Xander Bogaerts will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Do you even bother with anything else here?
No, I sure wouldn't. As a hitter, you're thinking, look for fastball, adjust for an off-speed pitch. And so far in this at-bat, he hasn't made any adjustments.
忍住，忍住。
Tanaka pauses. Here's the 1-2.
有了，有了。
Line towards center field. And that's in there. Base hit.
算了算了。
Boy, we always talk about hit speeds from pitchers.
靠，怎么没有跑？
How hard was that ball hit back up the middle? Way harder than it was thrown, I can guarantee you that.
一棒，最后平手。
Here comes the DH now, David Ortiz.
哇啦啊
Shot on the ground is short. Here's Castro for one. On to Teixeira, and it's in time for the double play. The side is retired. A golden opportunity to get on the board. Here goes for naught. Steve, Eric, and I return to Boston. Carlos Beltran steps in here to lead off the sixth as the rain continues to fall here.
Well, I'm glad I'm up in this cozy booth with you guys because it kind of looks pretty miserable down there to me.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball one. Drilled on the ground to short. Gloved by Bogarts. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Catcher.
Brian McCann will dig in. 0 for 2. He's flied out and popped out so far.
Just getting under it right now. See if he can make an adjustment and keep that top hand strong this time.
And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's throwing a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Ripped down the first base line. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike two. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the sixth inning.
I think this is one of those at-bats where he just couldn't help himself out there. And we're going to check it out again right here on Show Track. The thing that stands out right away, well, look at the pitches. Are any of them even strikes? I mean, if you have a little bit more discipline as a hitter, you might be looking at a 3-0 count instead of going back to sit on the bench.
Chase Headley will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
2 out, nobody on. Hit hard up the middle. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
Yeah, he hit a good pitch there. This thing's toward the outside part of the plate, but he stays with it all the way. Uses the big part of the field and gets himself a base hit.
Here's Starlin Castro. As this is on the ground softly down to third.
有了啦。
Throw in time and the side is retired. 1 left for the Yankees, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Hanley Ramirez gets things started here in the sixth for the hometown team. And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. I had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike one. He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
Down and away, ball one.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a third time.
1 and 2 as he chases the slider.
Yeah, that's just the same pitch 3 times in a row. I guess he figures, why mess with success when you get it to 1 and 2?
哦，真是神之子哎！
And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1 and 2. Tanaka's ready. Here it is on a ball and 2 strikes. Softly hit out to short. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now batting the third
That slider's been an effective
86球了呢，可以下去了啦。
What his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
真的可以下去了。
Leadoff man retired here, and it's time for the pre-at-bat antics of the Panda, Pablo Sandoval. And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1.
And you'd be in trouble at the plate if you fell behind 0-2 against this guy, so he's fortunate to hold up in time.
靠，根本不知道他投哪边啊。
Bounce towards the second baseman. Castro scoops it up. Throw on to first is in time to get Sandoval, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting.
Ready now, Rusney Castillo. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch on its way. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
And that man right there, he's got to figure out some kind of combination to score some runs for him. They have really been scuffling.
Oh, no. No chance to make the play. Let's just hope he's okay on the mound. And now they'll hustle out there and attend to their pitcher. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee. But if there's one thing I know about this guy, he will not want to come out of this game. And from all indications, it looks like he's going to try to continue. Blake Swihart will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time and then a base hit last time around.
Stop.
This is down the left field line, and Gardner won't have a play. It's a foul ball.
出去了。
A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. And he wouldn't have made contact with that one with an or. It's 2-2.
There's that splitter again. Seems to be getting better and better as the game goes on.
Swung on. And he went fishing in the dirt.
Still can't do it.
Time, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Red Sox. They trail it here 3.
吉安打0分。
Didi Gregorius will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
And now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Pitch on the way. Chopped weakly to the left. Sandoval comes up with it. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Center fielder.
1 gone here in the Yankees 7th, and that'll bring in the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
And it's quickly 0-2. A pause and the 0-2. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
Well, let's take a look at this check swing here in show motion. From this speed, it almost always looks like the guy goes around.
塞个内角球。
It looked like a good call down there at third base.
哎，钢棒子怎样
break the plane, and that is a strike.
Brett Gardner will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. Drilled right back up the middle, and that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now.
哎，现在怎样？放弃了。
A good job here. Stays inside the ball well, doesn't roll over, and just shoots this ball right back up the middle.
Into the box now, Alex Rodriguez. Pitch swung
Oh,
on
no,
and hit in the air.
no,
Castillo's
no.
after it, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. Being waved home now is Gardner. In to score is the runner from first. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
That's a nice job here of cashing in with 2 outs. You could see they were shaded to pull, but he slices this ball the other way, forces the outfielder to have to cover some ground fielding this thing, and as a result, that runner is going to come all the way around to score from first.
Here's the first baseman, Mark Teixeira, now, as he'll go after a hard sinker that time and falls behind 0-1.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hack.
That's a sinker. 1 ball, 1 strike. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. One and 2. Here it comes. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. 2 out here and a runner at second. Lake making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1 and 2. Sent on the ground out to second. There is Pedroia. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired.
Ladies and gentlemen.
1 for the Yankees on the A-Rod RBI double. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Jackie Bradley Jr. will start things off as they look to do something here to get on the scoreboard for the first time.
And they've seen some opportunities come and go. They do have 7 hits, so it's not like they haven't had base runners. They just haven't been able to bring those guys in.
有了啦！
And this is going
我安
to
打
find
都
the
没有
gap
串
and
联
roll
呢。
toward the bullpen for extra bases. And he's kicked off the home 7th with a leadoff double.
That's great production here out of the number 9 hole, leading off the inning. Managers like to think of those number 9 guys as sort of a second leadoff man, and he takes that to heart as he's into scoring position already with a leadoff double.
I tried to hold back on that pitch outside, but went around for strike 1.
不行，至少要破蛋。
I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2. Well, pitch count will become a factor here in the 7th. He's about to hit 100 for the game. And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire. And that'll be the first out of the inning. Striding into the box, Dustin Pedroia. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's set. Here it comes. And that's waved at and missed for strike 1. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you just got to be able to put the ball in play when you got runners in scoring position.
Ellsbury is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. And he is in there.
Yeah, this ball's hit high enough that he can go back and tag at second base. So that's a good job of moving up the extra 90 feet now with 2 outs.
Here's the first pitch to him. Xander Bogaerts.
为什么这
2 away here
都要
as
被
this
他
one
吊
swung
到
on
呢
and missed for the first strike. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
And with some of these guys, it's like they're in an 0-2 count before they even come to the plate.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning.
Oh.
Red Sox leave 1. They trail here 4-0. Carlos Beltran will start things off here for the Pinstripers. He'll be followed by Brian McCann waiting in the on-deck circle. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. And this is going to be a foul ball in amongst the spectators. Here's the 0-2. And he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
And you know the problem with his slider, and it almost sounds stupid to say it, but sometimes it can literally move too much. I mean, it's a great pitch, don't get me wrong, but here, look at how far this thing runs in. That's a pitch that can be hard to control at times, and here it winds up costing him.
Number 59.
So with a lefty waiting, they'll go to a lefty of their own out of the bullpen here. Brian McCann will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with the runner at first and nobody out.
When you're 0 for 3 in a game already, I think you're really happy to see a new pitcher in this ballgame. Maybe something will change for him.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Now the 0-1. Chopped at the plate.
Double play lah.
To second for 1. Return throw is in time, and what do you know, they do get the double play.
Wow, this is a nice play right here. You've got to come out of that crouch from behind the plate. No hesitation. He knows exactly where he's going. Second base all the way, and he's able to get that 2-6-3 started. He took a chance, but it paid off.
Here's Chase Headley. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. Squared that one up just a little late. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Betts is there. And the inning is over. Yanks held in check. They lead it 4-0. David Ortiz will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead.
Oh, 100多球了呢，大哥。
That's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Oh, tough to catch up when it's moving like that.
Yeah, he was trying to do something dramatic right there, but when you think about it, at this point in the ball game, all you need is base runners.
And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
And that's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Tanaka into his motion. The 2-2 pitch. Grounded up the first baseline. Oh, just a brutal hop, and it goes right by him.
Lucky.
Back into the stretch for him again as we take a look at his line so far. It's almost like he's kept that shutout going with smoke and mirrors because he's definitely given up his share of base runners. They just haven't amounted to anything so far.
Hanley Ramirez stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Very weakly on the ground. That rolls foul for strike one. Nobody out, runner on first. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Looked like he was towing an anchor there. 1 and 2.
This deep into the ball game, you get the feeling that he's not going to keep getting away with pitches like that, especially when they're up in the zone.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2 and 2.
It doesn't take a trained eye to tell you. He's starting to wear down a bit out there on the mound.
A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2 and 2. And they take him out of the zone here, and he obliges. Not the greatest of swings there for the first out. Pablo Sandoval gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. He's set, and the pitch. And that swung on and missed for strike one. Swing and a miss. It's 0 and 2.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
Looking for his 10th strikeout. Bounced softly in front of the plate. One there. And nearly a double play. That was closer than I thought it would be, and the inning will continue.
That's a very alert play right here behind the plate. Take a look at how quickly he gets out of the crouch and then pounces all over this ball. And now he's thinking second all the way, and he winds up getting that lead runner.
Rusney Castillo stands in as he looks at ball one here. Not close. It's 2-0.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
Skied into straightaway right. Beltran has a play, and that's the third out. One left for the Red Sox. Starlin Castro will step in. A ground out victim as last time. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
I think he was trying to get that slider in on his hands, but I don't think he meant for it to get in that far. I think he just released it a little too late.
On the ground up the middle. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
Now batting, shortstop
Didi Gregorius gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike one. Here comes the 0-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Bradley has a read on it. 2 gone.
now batting, the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury.
Jacoby Ellsbury stands in. Was locked up on strike 3 in his last trip.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. I wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
Now the pitch home to Ellsbury. And that's taken for strike 1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
And here's a sinker that causes him to back away as that just about got him.
Well, nothing wrong with that. As much as it pains me to say, Pitchers have the right to work inside.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. Did he go around? Yes, he did. And that ends the inning. So they go quietly here in this half inning. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning. Blake Swihart will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far. So, quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Liner toward right center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
And now another base runner for him to contend with now. And as we bring up his line, you can see that's an even 10 hits against him so far. And you have to wonder how much longer they're going to let him stay out there.
太大了。诶。
Travis Shaw will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. That's wide, 2-0.
And to me, this just looks like the classic case of a guy who's given it his all this afternoon, but he's just flat out of gas.
And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. Seems like they're working very cautiously here. Is this a little too cautious?
Yeah, I mean, why are they giving this guy so much credit up there? He's someone that you got to come right after.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And the count will be full. Ready now with the payoff pitch. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
The batter, center
Digging
fielder,
in, Mookie Betts. He's 1 for 4 for the game. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Down the third baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Ellsbury is under it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Dustin Pedroia will stand in now as their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th.
Yeah, just one final hurdle here before he finishes off the shutout.
Has a look, now the pitch. And a slider runs
Eh,
in
no,
on
but
him as he has to
Kendall,
lean out of the way. That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. Now a bullet down the line. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon. But he gets back in time, safe at second base.
We got some life here now in the 9th inning. First and second now. And hey, one more base runner. You're going to bring the tying run to the plate. And we've seen stranger things happen.
Xander Bogaerts will stand in now. And hey, give these guys credit. They're not going down without a fight.
I'll tell you what, they're not too far away from making a game out of this.
Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over.
Well, we've talked about it all throughout this game. He was completely in charge, essentially, from pitch 1. And now he finishes off a masterful performance here, getting the complete game shutout.
Time for one final check of the line score as you